Hello guys, welcome back to The Crew 2. Noob the Summit number 46. I am rebooting the game for those who were here earlier. That's what you have to do, otherwise you have sort of similar realities as in PvP. If you don't reboot your game after a summit came into the game, you're gonna get a crash anyway, so you can as well reboot a few minutes after the summit has started. You have to do it anyway. I have been doing some daily contracts earlier. Some people were around to watch that. We already had a look on what to expect here in this thing. Airborne. Live summit, that's what we have. We also have a scheduled maintenance, which means we're sort of, well, not really on a time schedule because it will be at 9 AM UTC, which is 10 AM European time. And it will be a 1 hour maintenance. Not sure what they're gonna do there, we'll see. Let's do the administration first. Airborne. We didn't do anything on this driver, except for the summit last week, in the Noob Summit. So probably a top 500 somewhere, I'm assuming. $403 with 1,322,000. With my other driver, I did a bit of drag and speed trap in a team as well. Ended up with 1,370,000 something, I think, with my other driver. So, seeing it was a premium summit, we win 400,000 followers instead of 300,000. We win the blinking red underglow, the rally inner purple tire, and the red Panther edition of the Honda S2000. So let's collect all that stuff. That is that. This week we have Airborne. Summit number 46 is the last one of batch number 3. After that they're gonna repeat 2 summits. More specifically Soap French, which was summit number 19 if I'm not mistaken. Which means you have another shot at winning the Bugatti Divo Magma edition. That is for next week. The week after that, they're gonna repeat summit number 15, which is Road Samurai, and that is the one where you could win the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10 Black Knight edition. Both of these summits took place somewhere in August last year, I think. But that there were servers out there, people could vote on what they wanted to see again, and so they are repeating this. It's also more or less an order. Back in November, just before the Blazing Shots update, they repeated 3 summits. The one where you could win the Lancer Evo 10 Red Fury edition, Lamborghini Huracan Performante, and also the one with the Porsche Cayman Wasp edition. Those were like the first 3 summits, May, June, and July. And these were the August and the September summit that they are sort of repeating now. Which more than likely presumes, and we can assume, more or less, that after these 2 repeats, on March 25th, the update will come into play. That also means that summit batch number 4 will start. And as you can see, now it just says live summit. The simple reason, these things are not loaded into the system yet, so you cannot see them yet. That will probably happen during one of next week's batches or something. So that's why you don't see any more billboards here, but don't worry, there will be more summits. They just haven't loaded them in yet. Summit batch number 1 was 13 summits, the same for 2, and this third batch were 17 summits in total, and this Airborne one is the last one. Gonna have a look in the yellow tent, because we need some material to do this. There are a few things which you can do without restrictions, which means you can use any plane that you have. But there are some specific ones, and therefore we have the Airborne bundle. The GBR1 aerobatics, the Zivco H540 air race, and the Harman rocket aerobatics. Those are the 3 planes which you have to use in specific events, so you need to buy this bundle if you do not have them, or in my case I have one of them but I still need the other 2, so I need to buy the bundle with a 20% discount. That's why they're in a bundle. That's that. We have the planes. Then yeah, we need to figure out some sort of settings that to make these things flyable. Other than that, we do not have to collect anything. There was no parts or so, because we could win a car. Airborne, as the word suggests, it's planes and only planes. We have 2 low altitudes. We have an aerobatics for the 3 skill tests over here. We have an air race for the Zivco H540, which should be a new track, I think, because the hub did not recognize this track, I've noticed. Let's have a look. Rockies. Okay, I never heard of that, so that is definitely a new one. We have an aerobatic here, which is Golden Gate. We have Viva Flight Las Vegas, which is air race. In the GBR1 we have to do the Keys, which is an aerobatic event. And this air race is Marina del Rey. That is, if I'm not mistaken, in Daytona. And then we have a combo event, which is Salt Lake City Rally Raid event. But you have to do it in the Harman rocket. That's just a matter of try to stay as low as possible and make sure you hit the checkpoints. You don't need to be on the road, obviously. We're gonna start with the Pit Mines aerobatic, I think. Why? Because as you can see, 22,650 is the maximum score. It's a pretty easy one. I think it's 5 or 6 gates. I've done it earlier when I was doing the stream. Hello, Dennis. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna go do this now. Although it is 5 AM in the morning here, but we slept a couple of hours last night on the couch. Fell asleep, woke up somewhere 1 or 2 AM, so we are awake for the rest of the day. Then you're gonna do as well do it now, right? We have the air race plane here. It has the score breaker on it. Other than that, it should be fine. There are 3 gates which are pretty straightforward. Go a bit around this tree here. You have more than enough time, don't have to worry about that. The 4th gate is also pretty much straightforward. Straighten out the plane again. And that's it. 6 gates, 10 seconds on the clock you need to get the 2000 time bonus maximum score. 22,650. You have more than enough time if you use an air race plane. If you have the score breaker maxed out with skilled, this is the score you should get. Don't have to worry about it the rest of the week, because you can't score more. 153,653. The other 2 are low altitudes. Also there we took a look at before when I was just messing about a bit on a stream. These are a bit more tricky to do. There are a bunch of trees here and there. This is going to be a matter of finding the best route possible. It's low altitude, so also here you need a score breaker. So we can use basically the same plane. I don't even know what I'm using here, actually, to be honest. The slick, apparently. You can as well do this with the Zipco or whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. As long as you have a score breaker and the skilled maxed out, all the rest doesn't even matter. What do I have here? Frenetic, Gateway, Goldfinger, it all doesn't matter. You just need the score breaker and that little skill thing. The other affixes do not matter at all. At least not for this kind of stuff. We're just gonna follow, we have been looking for the route here earlier, but not that convenient, so I guess we can get the lowest over here. It goes up and down, and it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky to keep that plane low, especially here, since we have a bunch of trees here we're gonna fly into, as you can see. I'm pretty sure one way or another you're gonna find. Here it's pretty open, I've noticed now. You need to find some open space where you can get low. And get that multiplier on 3 as much as possible. 26,000, not that great. Let's go again. There are some rivers, there's a big lake there, but before you get there, the time is almost up. So it's don't touch the ground is the idea, I guess. If you touch the ground, you lose the multiplier. You lose a lot of points. So you can better do like a 2.9 or a 2.8. This is pretty good, okay road now that I see it. Yeah, and then it get a bit trouble here. Can we get here? Let's go a bit higher. We might be able, if you can get over these trees, to fly here. You can get the multiplier pretty low here. Yeah, maybe. We have noticed in the activities that let's get a bit more speed. I think first place in the activities was 36,000 something. So there gotta be some sort of road where you can have a bit of open space so that you can keep the plane as low as possible. That's not what you want to do, because you lose the multiplier. For a fraction of a second it goes to 0, and you lose a lot of points in the end by it. So you can better go for 2.9. Let's go a bit more on the side of the hill, see if that works. Flying above the trees is not a good option, as you can see. Multiplier 1, 1.2, 1.1, something like that. It might be okay if you can actually get to this road, because then you can dive down. Get some 3.0s in there. Nope. Too many trees here. There are some rivers, there's a lake around it as well. But you cannot get to that lake, the time is not that great. What we have, 40 seconds or something. Yeah, here it is, this is like... If this plane would only do what it needed to do, you know. You can get it like this, 3.0, 2.9 the whole time, that would be great, but it's just not possible because you have to swirl here on the with the pitch with your rudder. Now that I've noticed it, I think it's actually better to crash, because the multiplier is still on 2.8 if you crash, if you hit a tree. So that's actually better than touching the ground. Let's do a couple more runs because we need some score, 30,000 plus. there. That was kind of okay. Now here we have to go a bit higher. We have no other choice. Need to find a gap here somewhere. Get to that road. Yeah, about 5 seconds on the road where you can get the multiplier to 3.0. That would be nice. 27,000. Okay, we'll leave it at this for now. Because I see we score 154,000 points. That's pretty okay for now. With our people scoring here, 32,000 at the moment. In activities, the first place is 36, so you will see people go towards 40,000 probably. What are people scoring here? 36 as well. Okay, this is more in the canyon. See what the way to go there. Was not that bad. How does this road go? Let's follow that road for a bit. Bit zigzag. We have more open places here, so we can get that multiplier to 3.0. 31,000. Okay, let's go. I see the first guy is going the other direction though. I just saw his ghost appear. Do that, a bit more to the left, and we should have the road here somewhere. Yep. $31,700. Okay, let's try the other direction. That first guy scoring 36,000 is going the other way. Low altitude, you can start whatever angle you want. Goes here somewhere by the looks of it. Okay, this is definitely the way to go. We have one big open field. Oh, don't touch the ground. Definitely this is the way. If we did not touch the ground, we can get... Okay, so we fly next to it and we turn around. Get some speed. Bit to the left. You should be able to keep it at 3.0, 825 points maximum that you can score if you have the multiplier maxed out. Oh, pay up attention where the radius is. We are so screwing this one up. Bit more to the right. Yeah, by the looks of it. Always do a few angles, a few probably gonna depend on your start, because once you have it here, you can keep it here. 825, 3.0 multiplier. Yeah. So it all gonna depend on the start. The lower you can get it on the start, more points you can score there, the better. Okay. And now we probably also need another plane. Something like a Spitfire can do 470. I don't know what this thing can do, but not 470, that's for sure. Left here. We had the multiplier on 3.0 earlier now, I think. So it might be at 34 or 35,000. We don't screw it up. Oh yeah, we do screw it up. Trying to hit my boost. 34,500, okay, that will do. For now. 156,000. Fine. If you can score an average of 155,000 on all 3 skill tests, which is sort of what we have now, then you already are good to go. The other air race events is pretty much gonna be a pain in the ass. We have to use the Zivco here. In this one. The Zivco is not that bad to begin with, so I'm just gonna put the parts on the Zivco and I'm gonna do those 3 air races with the Zivco. That's not what people are gonna use. People are gonna use that double-decker thing there. I find it a horrific plane to fly, so I'm not gonna use that. Which is this one here. The Waco. I don't like that plane at all. Although I do have, where do I have my parts on? On this thing here. So I'm gonna use the Zivco and try to do these things with that thing. And then we'll see. Gateway Pure 9, that is a boosted part that we won from the summit last week. That's more or less what we need. Gateway to refill the nitro. It's faster than extra pump. It sort of works as a drifty back in the days in hovercraft. It refills faster than extra pump. And at the beginning we used Perfectionist to get perfect gates that you didn't fly that close to the gates. But Pure is better, we found out over time. So we're using Nitrochemist with Pure and Gateway now. I'm gonna put on the rudder. We have 2 of these because they made a mistake of giving us 2 rudders and no fuselage from those boosted parts. That means that this one we do not have yet. There's gonna be a maintenance tomorrow. I don't know. That's just gonna be a normal maintenance, I think. But there might be when they patch in the new summits. With the new update and all that kind of stuff, then there might be that they drop in also this part. Now we do not have it, so we need to use something which we do have, and that's this thing here. We do have still 500,000, so I'm gonna see if I can get a bit more of this thing immediately to the maximum. Thank you. Now we need to get something different here. Gonna go a few tries, see if I can find pure or something. If not, I keep the perfectionist. Because yeah, pure is one of those things. Oh, here it is. Lucky us. Now we just need to get it to 8%, and then we sort of have a maxed out set, more or less. Just give it to me. This recalibration trash. Oh no, it's not gonna give it to me. It's gonna bring up the price to 16,000. Oh no, it's not. We're lucky. We get it at 9,000 for once. So we are missing, compared to if we had the boosted part, we would have pure 73. Now we have pure 72. That 1% is not going to make the difference. Settings, I think they're more or less okay. Landing gear off, doesn't matter. This thing has a fixed landing gear. You cannot put it in anyway. Other than that, I have 10, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, 1, 1. Kinda works, but not that great, but okay. We're not gonna do great anyway in these things. We're just gonna try to get the perfect gate and then try to finish as fast as possible. So what do we have? We have Viva Las Vegas, we have Marina Del Rey, and then we have that new track. We will see what that is. We'll start with Viva Las Vegas. Slick. No, I don't want slick. I want the edge. Oh, this is wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. They put us in the bloody fuck. So far we hit all of them perfect, I think. Although we are fighting with it. Yeah, that one is always a tricky one to get perfect. The rest is kinda okay. That if we had a perfectionist, we would hadn't gotten that. 125. I missed 2 gates, I think. So we can do definitely a 123, but it does not matter. These guys with the double-decker thing there, the Waco and Spitfire and all that kind of guy. Next to that, there are a bunch of people playing with joysticks nowadays. On these planes, they go 10-15 seconds faster. We have 125, first place is already 114, they're gonna go under 110. Mark my words, by the end of the week they go under 110 here. Marina Del Rey is even worse. Because it has longer straights. Something like the Spitfire can do 470 if you go downhill. This thing 440 or so, I think. Oh, it's not in Daytona. Completely wrong with that one. What's in Las Vegas weather expected? Los Angeles, I mean. Yeah, here they do 470 with Spitfire here. It touches enough. You just want to touch it with the wheels of the landing gear to get it perfect. Just turned a little bit too soon. I'm also not using extreme mode because that's a 4-key combination that does not work on my keyboard. Can only use 3 at a time, and I'm already using throttle and steering and rudder and pitching and all that kind of stuff. So it's even like 5 keys, I think. This is one of the reasons why never be great with the plane. Cannot go fast enough. Like here, rudder to the left, I cannot nitro. Can only do one of the two. But that's a hidden Windows combination, I think. And that has to do with the fact that I fly with the arrows. Combination with arrows and normal letters on your keyboard sometimes doesn't work. 144, that can go way faster. We missed a few gates, I think, here and there. What are they doing here? $135, yeah. As I said, completely pointless this summit. Here we have to use the Edge, Zipco Edge 540. That's the thing that we are in. That's why I'm using it on all 3 now. I have no idea how this goes. This is a new track. I'm assuming it's something similar, or is this some sort of time attack? I have no idea. We'll see. No, similar. And here you can see the difference between these joystick drivers and some other devices, because we are all flying the same plane. So that's gonna give you a pretty good idea on what the difference is. Here they make you turn a couple of times, so in total they put you like 6-7 gates. You just turn around a few times and you do them again. So I don't know why we don't even have like more tracks of this. These things should easy to develop. They just need to put 7 gates. We have the map already. They just need to put like 7 gates on it, and that's it. Then create the route. Because we have, I don't know, 10, 12 for these events. Well, we have 47 or 48 street races. So why don't we have more of these events? No idea. So far I think I hit them all, so far. Once more back. So it's like 3 laps here on this thing. Oh no, not even. A 153.8, whatever that means, I have no idea. 5 seconds slower. Not even that bad. But that will would not surprise me if people go under 140 here by the end of the week. I'm usually 10-15 seconds away in these air race races. Just does not work for me. And the same goes for the aerobatics. Because in the aerobatics you have the 90 degrees flips. Totally doesn't work. We can use any plane in this one. We have to use the GB in that one, and we have to use the harmony in that one. Aerobatics, that means we need magnificent and extreme mode. And this thing says jet sprint score breaker skilled. So a score breaker set for the jet sprint that you can win here this week. If you look on the website, it says aerobatic. Okay, we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna check all our aerobatic planes because I have a feeling that they already gave this set to us. The website is just wrong. According to the website, you can win the perfect aerobatic set in this summit, but I think we already won it. There's only one way to find out. Let's find the parts. That's the Harmon we have to use. They gave us extreme mode and skilled. So we do have a fully maxed out extreme mode. Oh no, they gave us another set. A magnificent and extreme mode. That's the one you want. So they did give it us already, although the website said that you can win this set this week. Foggy Las Vegas? Yeah. Completely fucked out. Can barely see where you fly, but it's kind of okay because yeah, these things are lit up, so you can really see where the gates are. So this is probably the best one for aerobatics. It has magnificent. You need that for the scoring of the points, and extreme mode. You need that to go fast as hell in the rolls and everything. Also here I have the Zivco. Why? We'll give it a go, but. We also have the slick. There I have a pure magnificent combination with also one extra pump or two in there. Also works. We'll maybe we'll do 2 runs. We'll try one with the slick and one with the Zivco. Golden Gate. Okay. As far as I know, unless they have changed this sequence, that thing starts with a low altitude and 2 under bridges and a loop. Since you start on the Golden Gate Bridge, your first sequence is stay low, that will give you your low altitude, and you can go under the bridge, go with the rudder to the left, it will immediately give you the 2 under bridges, and then stay around that bridge, because you also need a couple of near misses. You can get them by flying through the Golden Gate Bridge. So try to stick around that bridge as much as possible. You're gonna get most points there. We'll use the Zivco first. If it doesn't work, we can use the slick, and then we also can see if the extreme mode compared to the pure, which one is better. We have magnificent on both planes, so we'll do get the scoring. So we're gonna fly up here, but we're gonna stay down, because as you can see, it is low altitude. It is under bridge, which we get here 1. That's 2. Plane is balanced. You can immediately loop. There we go. First combination done. Now we can fly back to the bridge or so. Now you have that freestyle. That's where the problem comes in. Totally does not work at all. Okay, let's try that again. Why does this thing not work? I'm not getting any points. Or is it just bugged that it doesn't show up on your screen?
3, 2.
I was not even getting points for half the rolls. That might be too soon actually. We might fly into the bridge. Getting air drift, I'm getting low altitude now. Okay, let's try. Now I'm getting it. So I'm getting half rolls, I'm getting snap, I'm getting hesitation roll, all that kind of stuff. Now we need vertical up. There it is. We need a looping. You can sort of do that at once if you want. And now we have the problem that you need a close call. You need to get it on buildings, on trees, on the bridge. So we were too far away from the bridge already. Now what a lot of these top players do in this discipline. There it is, that's one. There we didn't get it. You can also fly through these gates here. We'll also give it to you. Normally. Oh boy, oh boy. It's not giving me anything here on this crap. Close enough? Nope, not close enough. But doesn't matter. If everything goes smooth, I might get like 10,000-11,000 points or so. That's it. Oh, now I finally get it. What the players are doing, which are like scoring 20,000 points and so in this thing, they're just skipping. Everything where they need to be on the bridge, they're just skipping. They're more concentrating on this crap here. You see, now we have these two close calls again, so I have to go back to that bridge. Or trees, you can try to get it on trees, but then you need to fly really close to get it. I got one. Got the other one. Losing time here. Way too far away from the bridge every time. And we have 4 close calls again. All these things are with close calls. 9,000. If I stay a bit closer to the bridge, I can get probably 11,000-12,000, but that's it. Doesn't matter. World records are set 23,000. They're just skipping these things. They only try to get the easy ones, where they can stay with low altitude or stuff like that. And then concentrate on the freestyle. They score as many points as possible in the freestyle. And they can turn way faster than I can with the keyboard. Although, and Crusader is trained a lot of it, for instance. I think he's the one in first place, probably. Normally it would be. No, he hasn't played. He can score 23,000 or something here. He's also playing with keyboard as far as I know, but he has been training for these things. Crazy as hell. So yeah, that works. 145,000. Did we even score with that thing? This guy is also specializes in all kind of tricks. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are a few resets involved there as well. Which means that GB. That GB, that's gonna be a problem. We'll switch the parts to that thing and see where we end up with it. That's the only thing we can do. Which one is this? The edge, okay. Yeah. We'll take off this set. With the extreme mode on it, it does turn faster, so you can definitely get more easy points on the freestyle. The problem was I was way too far from the bridge. Now we have the problem that we have to use this thing. That is not looking promising. That I can tell you. I think this is a crap plane to fly. That's also why I didn't have it in my garage yet. I have one in air race, but not this one. And I flew that bullet thing once or twice. Did not work very well. We want to have pitch, we want to have roll. Wings usually is on 1 for me. Maybe even 2 on this thing. Yeah, 2 by the looks of it. And then the angle 5, 6, 7, something in that order. Usually works for me. But we will see. I will put that off, although this one also has a fix, doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what this thing has. Keys, okay. That is in Miami. Also a bunch of under bridges that you need to get there. Some low altitude, some inverted low altitude. Stick on the water and stick on the bridges. That would be my advice.
3, 2,
I think that's the keys, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, this thing is ferocious to fly. Can't even fly on a bridge with it. This thing has no pitch at all. What do we need? 2 rolls. Just getting rolls with this thing because it's so small. What do we need? A looping. Low altitude we got. Now we need to try to get a looping. Got it. And now we need to get back to the bridges. A lot of under bridge here in this rudder as steep as hell as well. I think we can go to the water now, to the ocean. Take another one under the bridge. I think we have some low altitude in this and under. This thing, yeah, this is a pistol plane. Vertical up, looping, outside loop. The next sequence is that's where it belongs, under the water. This thing is unflyable. The rudder doesn't work at all. You can't even make it stop like after a looping. It just keeps turning on. Yep. Nope. Does not work. It just keeps turning on. What a bunch. So you have to lose the key earlier, I guess. Yep. So you lean backwards. You lean backwards and then you have to lean forward to make it stop. What? Okay.
2, 1.
This is a pretty pistol plane. That's for sure. My god, my god, my god. I'm gonna have to fiddle with the settings with this thing, because this thing does not fly.
2,
Or get that extreme